Hello. I'm here. I made it. Made it. It's been a rough week. Um, First of all, this is loud. Give me 1 second. Chapter 5. Alright, so it's been a rough week. Like always. Now I'm yawning. Lord. 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 I hope everything is working. If not, well, shit happens. We're gonna continue. Nagito died. Sorry if that was a spoiler for you. It was kind of a spoiler for me too, you know. So yeah, my homie, like, I don't even know how we're gonna complete these cases without our homie, bro. He was the only one that knew what the fuck was going on. So right now we're still investigating. I don't remember what I did or didn't investigate. Yeah, okay. I still have to be in this area. Did I talk to these people? I should look at my previous video, to be honest. I really should. Ooh. Tons of books. Is there anything up here I'm missing? Why is this so fast? Tons of CDs. All these CDs are all copies of Monokuma's music. They've been burned too. Maybe I gotta talk to these people?
Jeez, you're pathetic.
We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial, right? Okay, we figured that out. So... It mattered for Gundam killing and for Mikon's.
Hey.
But it looks like the time doesn't matter this time. Okay, I remember her saying that. That's the problem. Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute? I'm reading fast. Sonic fast. Yeah, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing this time?
Oh, it cannot be.
It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. Sonia.
I am sorry.
I am terribly Sonic. I was panicked. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. Excuse me? When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them? And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered. And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them.
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However,
that plan was an utter failure.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monokuma as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it, but upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs we set up were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reasons for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Have a minute?
There should be no reason for you to doubt me. I was able to find some clues, but there are still many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his action, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished
Can
investigating.
you hear me?
Hey you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
See.
I agree, I was just
see.
thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Ah.
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess
See?
you're right. Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed in this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have bought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing particular that catches my eye. There's an enormous machine, but it stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. That reminds me when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket, but it looks like there aren't any clues here.
My,
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
however,
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
well,
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A
Amazing!
plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Yes, pie.
Either way, it is all gravy. What the hell does that mean?
Enough already.
Stop. There's no bomb. You'll know if you just pick me up. See? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However,
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fake.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept it quiet, it would foreshadow that that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel so relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he bought it from the Octagon.
Well
I
done.
must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try
That
it.
is-
Did I say something I should have not said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue. Not even trash. Did it...
That is...
Huh. Okay, so where should we go outside? I think the next place, because this is the last island, right? Seeking Industries. We could investigate the army, but like I think that it'd be pointless. If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
I found it. What did you find? That truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like this. A survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right.
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone though. No, not me. This is my first time I've been here. That sounds fishy.
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Or anything else? It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru Teru. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
From inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were a real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Like what? Nagito was always up to something. Okay, so the next place, the hotel site, the airport, we should definitely go to his room. Shoot, clicked on the wrong thing. And then from there, this is Nagito. Oh, you're already here. I'm annoyed. What happened? I'm annoyed. What are you annoyed about? I want to investigate Nagito's cottage, but I'm annoyed. Annoyed? I don't really understand, but you can't investigate Nagito's college? Maybe I should try investigating his cottage. It's locked. We can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to investigate another area. What are you gonna do? I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us. Then let me know when we can go inside. Break a fucking window. Nothing is against breaking doors and stuff, right? Well, no, yeah, because that's loitering, I guess. Oh shit. I pressed the wrong button. Map. Map. Go outside. Movie theater. Okay. We gotta go to the Nezumi Castle. But we also gotta go to the Octagon. I don't know if we can get there. I mean, we must if he was able to get the bombs. It's the password that ends to the ancient ruin, but the most important part is erase. Nagito was the only one who found out the password written here, and he apparently went inside. But now that he's dead, are we unable to get the password? No, we should deal with that later. Right now, investigating the case comes first. A spear with a flashy ornament on it. It's hanging from the wall. Hey, Moe. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
It looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir. Huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and the
well,
knife?
yeah.
They could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. But still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. Oh my god. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. So in this one, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know who killed him. I have zero clue. Zero. Like, I don't even know, like, unless it's Sonia, but like, that would be too easy. The train should take me to Funhouse, but it looks like it's not running anymore. At the time, I knew it was a trap, but I still hopped on without trying to prevent it. And because of that, Gundam, Nekomaru were sacrificed. The only thing we can do now is accept the truth and move forward. Okay, but how did he get to the Octagon then? So we're gonna like skip over that? Okay, let's go back to the hotel. Okay. See if she was able to get it open. Oh, Monokuma!
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime. What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do while she was licking my black eye. What? That sentence? I don't understand that. She begged me to do while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy,
Then
that's
do it.
loud.
It's sweet because it made out of black beans. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. What is that? What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine waiting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Oh shit, Monokuma's in the tub. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink light is totally standing out. Oh, this is her treasure. It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this.
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure and cautiously opened the lid. It's a card. Usami General Purpose Notebook. Oh, it's a notebook. This is it? Why is it a notebook inside this treasure box? Like it's something important. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began lifting through it. It contains sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that look like chicken scratch. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like these aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Don't look at my notebook. Whoa, from out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief.
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved
Hey,
student. Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey.
You're a liar.
Who
You always show up out of nowhere.
are you?
Mon ami, it's not good to lie, you know. There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Mon ami can't even write. What are you saying? Geez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. That is true. See, bullseye, I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So, that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. Damn it, she totally ran away again. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, excuse-moi, I burped. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Monami's notebook. Whew.
No.
Yo, I got so many freaking coins. That can't be it. It's the bed that comes with the cottage. It looks like the one in my room, but...
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things. Well, we should check just in case. With no expectation and while thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for?
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum. A round thin piece of paper of aluminum. Pause aluminum. It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. How come you got a fridge? In addition to the books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed into the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Monokuma special poison for poisoning use only. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death.
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison. Looks like there was a warning label on the back. Let's examine it a little bit more. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complication. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this? That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too.
See?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? How dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Yeah, he didn't have a chance to use it yet. It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning, or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder if there's still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet. Another trap. For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'll be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Maybe he had a part 2. Our time is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time. Okay. We already went over that. There's nothing left. Looks like there aren't any clues in here. Why did Nagito steal this? Did he want the notebook that was inside? But Monumi didn't write in the notebook, so who did? The bed that comes to the cottage. Here's the rubber gloves. That.
Hey, hey.
What?
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'll be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know? There might be private stuff in there. Well, that might be true, but... So I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues in here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope Peaks Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file and held it in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really was only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why? Is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one who's from the reserve department? It's not about you right now.
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles of all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right.
My profile
is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think it's suspicious. He participating in the killing school life at Hope Peaks Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There are completely different reasons.
You're getting
How
all
should I put
riled
this?
up.
You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason, which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculations.
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter. That's Byakuya's true identity. True identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Tagami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole
But still-
time. But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is actually the truth. What was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had our school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope Peaks Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monokuma or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So just as I thought, you're the one who did it.
Hey.
The fact there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor's a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Peaks Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here.
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figure out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too. Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a
Are
clue.
you sure about
Was that a
this?
wise decision? Time's up, you know. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, so what did Nagito get from that?
Well, personally, I think time name is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out. That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will
You wasted
begin
our
the
time with
last
this.
trial. So please gather at
Ooh, what the hell you
Monokuma.
just said?
I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said the last class trial.
Yep.
I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last
But
one.
still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at
Hello?
once? But still, it's not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if this mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Bro, what I'm gonna say is that, did they check to see if maybe something didn't match that person? Or each person? Even though Monokuma made it up? Because Monokuma's not gonna know everything about the person, right?
Damn right.
Huh?
Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed.
Um,
So is it gonna happen again? The crew conflict, where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all of this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet. That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
huh?
What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
I'll beat you.
Damn right, stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. I have finally realized after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-hate book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes?
Ah.
Anyways, just make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'll be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
Somehow I understand what Monomi is saying, I think. Let's get going. The last class trial. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. In the end, I kept saying those words. Yeah. Kept repeating it.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so. Let's worry about things after we are finished.
Right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. That's what I'm saying. Without Nagito, man, we fucked. This bright light greeting us, is that the light of hope or the light of despair?
Well now.
Now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
If enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
It sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all. It is kind of a trick because why would he give you hope? Why would he give you that hope?
All right!
Didn't I tell you? You said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Keep on killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Yeah. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way he can end this. We can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out the person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one has begun. Yeah, I'ma save. Save. I have like no skills. Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Who done it?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
Damn.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow!
...
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito? Is here, right? Are they the same person? Or...
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Oh.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Mother.
So that's
Your
why
mother.
he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torture? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
That's crazy coming from a what is it called? Gang leader. Like,
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong. But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared. Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap. Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. Like you said, if Nagito's mouth, you'd obviously assume he could. But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth, you obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how... First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Allow me to cut through those words! No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Hmm? The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is! The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There
Why
should have
we
been a way
open
to
the
tip it
door?
over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
I agree with that. I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure! A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
What?
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because of our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within the darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depression crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started. The fire.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
You don't mean...
Hajime? What do you mean?
You think he killed himself? I mean, that's brutal. Maybe he did it to give them hope?
This is my answer!
This is my answer.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Is it? I feel like I'm overlooking something. You're always overlooking something. Okay.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
It's correct. Nagito should have tied himself up. Is that?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's
Oh my God.
obviously impossible.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms would.
You couldn't do much with. It'd be impossible.
How about if you use, or if you use your.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arm. No, that's wrong.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Okay. I would. The burnt rope on Nagito's arm is a trap.
I see.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What is wrong with her?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know.
That is true.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Now she wants the money back? What the hell? You want a
Hold on.
refund?
There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
This is where the dog comes into
Even
play.
if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If
Oh,
he
his
threw
voice
the knife
crack.
into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
How is he gonna throw it?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Did it say come back to me, Benjamin?
How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
That's funny. Sometimes it's hard to read the pink stuff.
The life-sized Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
What? What?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Ooh.
Shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
Yo, it was a
If
Mon
you
Ami?
even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
First of all, why she's not wrapped up?
Monomi's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
All right, let's do it.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case,
Oh,
the only
I
other
pressed the
way
wrong
is-
button.
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail. I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
How did Nagito stab himself? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong.
No, that is incorrect.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
It did.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
I see.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
This man has said impossible like 20 times.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
There should have been like an imprint or something.
I see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
I just realized this. His thing say
There was a
love.
metal weight at the tip of the cord,
Kinda look like
but
it.
there were bloodstains on that part too.
It's tie.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a
Oh,
bloodstained
so it
sheet like
did,
it was
it did.
cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
No, he probably had it attached to the
That
To
is
the
where
beam.
the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
because we saw that it
I am
had
sorry. Of course this mystery will not be
stay.
solved that easily.
he said but.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Lord Jesus. 2, 1. I'm a professional. What? No. Where the fuck did that come from? Oh my lord. Jesus. Above. The fuck? Whee! Woo! Question 2. Girder? Thought it was a beam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're tricking me. You're tricking me. I kind of feel like playing Tony Hawk. Question 3. Oh, shit. I didn't realize I was already there.
coming together! The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him.
Damn, that rope is that long though?
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
We completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet
Was
the
he
bomb
the
scare was part of
traitor?
the
I just
strategy
didn't
behind this
remember?
trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor
So
is?
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here. That means we're done with this last class trial, and it's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense. And it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death.
You were gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
I see!
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim is Nagito Komai. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimate time of death. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. His left arm and knife impaled in his right. It is the cause of death. They don't tell you. What the fuck is going on here? I need a left. I need a T. I need an H.
I got it!
That shit gotta be annoying on hard though.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause
Nope.
of death.
Oh my god, we just read that.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious.
Nope.
Is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
The fifth.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really Really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
Yeah, no.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
No.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
No despair can shake you. Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Suspended. Monokuma and Monami.
No!
My heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone. So Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough. Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides, the fact you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know? We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. Sad to live a life without friendship. It's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Or there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Yes.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basic.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound. But It wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
Fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't know if it actually exists, but if it does, make your argument. It's the poison that he had in his fridge.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
Oh
It's
shit.
not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something
Oh,
that can't be
fuck.
seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Let us consider a different...
It's not the knife in his... It's not the other wound.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Ooh.
If it's something that can't be seen,
Was that not it?
maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body
Maybe I
blow.
gotta take it?
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Really, I got 3 minutes for this?
Let us consider a different fatal...
It's not the knife in his... It's not the other wound.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot...
I agree
The
with
fuck?
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appeared.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Just kidding.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Yeah, it was freaking... He turned it into gas. Wee! 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 Mario! Wee! Oh, fuck! Who put that there? Huh. Question 1. No, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Why am I barking? It sounds like I'm barking. I thought I could be cool, but like I missed. Oh my fucking god, Lord Jesus. All those years playing Tony Hawk on Dreamcast. Whee! I do that in real life. Every time someone turns like their car, like sharp turn, I go wee. So if you hear me say that, it means you
What if
turned
instead
too
of
sharp.
drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Well,
I see!
maybe that's why he caused the fire.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
It's heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and assists with hydrolysis.
Of course! Hydrolysis!
Hydrolysis,
The
thank you.
chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. I mean, you could figure that out afterwards.
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore.
Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
He always says that,
What did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
I see!
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Unless
Then
it was put in
does
there.
that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
I got it! I see! I got it!
Huh?
The fire grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place.
So we all
As
killed
long as he
him.
put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse. It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Yep. Because we found it.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
Yes.
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide.
Oh.
Enough already.
That's why probably Monokuma's like, this is the last
If the
straw.
canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after
Because
all.
they don't know who's the one that
See,
threw the
I told
deadly
you. The conclusion
poison.
is still the same. Nagito committed...
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
So one of them murdered
In
him,
actuality, the truth is even
but
more
no one is
horrifying.
gonna know.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were bought and the moment Naga breathed the poison were the same.
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
So someone threw the poison.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed. And it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck? You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared. It was Nagito.
I see! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
I see! that was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse to make someone throw the poison.
I see.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And
Yep.
for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
Yep.
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along.
That's a good
Even
one,
though it was
Nagito.
all
I
his
like
fault,
it.
It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
Oh,
There's
that's
no way he'd
right.
be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, It's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Okay.
I got it.
Closing argument. You look stoned here. Music. Right before switching the poison. What's placed inside the break room? What's behind Monokuma panel? His whole body wasn't tied up. How did he support the spear? In order to hurt himself. Stock 2. How did he support it? Fast stock. The reason we went to the warehouse was... That's not here. Nor is this. Oh. Stock 4? What's beyond the Monokuma panel? How did he support the spear? What is this? No? Woo! Am I missing a circle? I mean a circle, you hear me?
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Here is everything.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
Everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no hope. Wait, hope can lose. I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
Hope?
I want you to try to remember what that is.
Oh. He really believed that, you know, his talent was luck.
I see! Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
More than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck, so it's definitely going to be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder pointed towards you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it. I guess it was just as Monami said. I misunderstood and thought that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. But I'm still alive after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened in the old building near the hotel. Right.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody.
No, he was after
He
the
probably
traitor.
had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
Yeah, he did
probably
say it.
risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito?
Oh my god. I should have already known.
I see. That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
So that's probably why Monomi is upset.
He relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then, what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bond, you have to use a traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. Yeah. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe
But
in him?
if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Monami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually
The
happened,
only
but
thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
yeah.
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
But why couldn't she just word it like that before?
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Damn it. Why? This is nonsense. Is why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After We have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity, so the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow.
Hey, Hajime.
I appreciate it.
Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult.
I don't...
That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
Oh my god, why not?
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all, 'cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here. Is that the only way? But why?
Hajime, you stupid face.
Shit, I'm missing.
Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix.
I can't. I suck.
I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face.
I suck.
I won't let you.
Oh my fucking god, I suck ass. I'm still like in disbelief. Not in this. Cause like I'm more curious about this future foundation.
We will never give up.
Hajime,
Okay, we already saw this. We already saw this.
Hajime, you stupid face.
Bro.
Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along.
Oh my god.
First open and mix. I can't lose.
Bro, this is the end.
I won't let you. First open and mix.
Oh my god. What is going
I'll lower
on?
your grades. Disappear.
Can
Hajime, you stupid face.
can I get?
Let's all get along. I'll lower your grades.
Negative.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. open and mix.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
can't lose.
Oh my god, how am I gonna pass it? Like, I don't know if it's just harder than before. Holy shit. I wish I could just give the controller to somebody right now. No, the mouse and keyboard.
We will never give up.
Hajime.
Panic talk action.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix.
I can't see with the fucking giant thing in my face.
Hajime, you stupid face. I won't let you.
I can't.
First open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Disappear. Hajime, you stupid face.
This is the only way.
I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along.
Freaking randomly press it.
I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix. I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face. I won't let you. First open and mix. Chucky and I aren't best friends.
Oh. Woo!
This is the end.
That was called spamming. That's how we do it, baby. We spam.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Give me that notebook.
I was able to talk to everybody for the first time today.
Huh? What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
The truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
Oh.
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Mm-hmm. That he went to the final dead room. I was thinking that too.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to the Octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. No? finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out with this. I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
Damn, but why she write like a 2-year-old?
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It was probably not real. Like, that was just something he said.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
Yeah, she did.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
You know what's crazy? That he says that every time. Or I feel like he does.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it wasn't fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
That's not it.
Not if she's a traitor. She probably knows a lot more.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I did not want to hear that.
Damn, girl.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too! After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
I can.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Damn. First of all, how did I end up less?
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. even if she knew the bomb was fake. That does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Woo!
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
Fuck.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
And where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fake. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. He did say that.
Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe
Yeah.
Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
No, it isn't.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote
Yes.
for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
Yep.
That's not it.
Oh my god.
Telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
Yes, 100.
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
Oh, fuck you. You should finally.
That's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Yeah, Chiaki did say it herself.
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know.
Oh my lord.
I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Nobody.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before.
Huh?
Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
However,
Oh,
I
skipped it by
believe
mistake.
it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
You've been saying that shit from the beginning. Oh my god, I gotta see the one that I did with Monami. 43! Oh Lord Jesus. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead.
Even so.
Wow, Nagito got it. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the results. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Kamaida's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it.
Are you serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was a traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true.
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what. Because I can't betray the Future Foundation.
Well,
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing. But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're not gonna answer, right? Like if we ask why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it was all it went according to Nagito's plan.
Like...
About that, was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor and kill everyone else besides the traitor. Kill everyone else besides... Yeah. Whoa, Fondi.
You serious?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all, to form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay.
Well,
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. In the circumstances had be different, he probably would have taken things so far.
Chiaki.
You really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? I wonder where you got your personality from.
perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey.
Hey, don't be
Come
talking
on
about your family
now.
all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru Teru.
I can't lose.
She said our. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight, I cannot win. I must try to retaliate.
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
She's self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What is going on?
Huh?
Monokuma like died?
No.
I'm not dead. Whoa, a new one fucking came out.
Phew.
Man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait. She has
I
a
don't beat you.
spare.
Nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry. I lose. Forgive me.
Hey.
Not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed. Of
forgive
course,
you.
I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my
I won't let
students.
you.
I will protect them with my life. Mon ami,
Hey,
you.
hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh,
How many? Not that much. Just around. What the fuck does that symbol mean? What did you say?
What?
1 million?
Hmm.
110, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead, and then that's 10 to the 16th power. After all this, you're still joking around? You sure you have quite the daring spirit?
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you were doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
Well, what? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing, Monomi. Finish him off.
Hey!
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic? Could it be? Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we don't understand this at all.
Hey!
What's going on? Don't tell me. They're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
How many Monomis are left to challenge my army 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see, you just have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up,
let's
you know?
believe in them.
Let's believe in them. Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
Right?
Damn it.
What the hell is going on? I don't know for certain, but the only thing I can say
Please
is
listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations. Okay, that's it. Just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little more time. To wait or not to wait? That is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait.
I'm sorry.
Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. If the Future Foundation, this is why I'm a little confused, because, not confused, but I'm wondering, is the Future Foundation really that bad? Because if you remember in the school, and it's marked on the ruins that kind of look like the school, but their plan was to keep the students in the school, right? To like save them or whatever from whatever was going outside that Monokuma was causing. So I wonder if they try to put these students in this island to like get them a better like whatever life or whatever, and Monokuma interrupted that again. But I don't know. Not that
Now
I'm...
then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Special bleeding service.
Oh, for Monami too.
Huh?
Why even Monami? It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
Also, I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is.
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyways. And not just that. I decided to believe in everyone.
Guys, I'm sorry
sorry.
about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time. Let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
That's so sad. That makes me
Let's
want to
give it
cry.
everything
Mono
we've got. It's punishment time!
This is the saddest death out of all of them. But I know it's just like the robot. Well, I don't know if he's gonna really kill the actual one. Probably. I can't help it, Bondi. Mono me. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing, I had fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes, and I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurts. Good gracious. That was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too. And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too. Yeah, she was helping us a lot. No, I don't. I haven't. I'm waiting for to finish this game before I watch the anime. But Chiaki did help us a lot.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone? Are you serious? We can really leave this island? Congratulations with this. I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who've survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You are right. Stop, what are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said U5, like you were emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left.
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team? You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet, say something. What's your actual purpose? You are an enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity? If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
No,
Well,
no!
you'll have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey!
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourself just how messed up this new world is.
Hey!
A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen and burrowed deep into my sheets as if we're trying to hide. In doing so, I was trying to endure. And then the sun finally set. The days feels abnormally long when you spent it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyways? How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the future foundations, Hope Peaks Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all of that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope Peaks Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island, at a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with somewhat happier feelings than usual. That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly, my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by fear that I had never felt before. I feel like I have been abandoned in this world, completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya. Like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape the fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Huh? Huh? When I left the college, I randomly ran into
Hello
her.
there.
Good timing. Good timing. What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well,
Apparently there was more to that message inside the laptop.
yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Huh? Hey? Oh shit, it's getting late! I must know what's going on!
Yo,
Hey, you're late. Is it true Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamsters and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
That is the will of casualty guiding you.
Huh?
Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyways, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right. Huh? What is happening? I wonder who's watching
I wonder
this.
who's watching this message.
Is it the trader from the Future Foundation? So, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the trader. Damn it, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the trader as the killer and he even tried to make them survive the trial. But why would he do that? Enough with the useless talk. It appears there's still more. But if everyone but the trader is watching this
How
video,
unfortunate.
I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like
Now
me.
then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean, the Future Foundation's trader must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist. But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all our hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is. See if we can see me off. What the hell? Something is... Huh? Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found in Nezumi Castle.
Well,
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi. But that has nothing to do with me. You guys will think you are not gonna die or something. Stop it. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end. But I guess now is a nice time to announce it, right? So then I'll announce the password. 11037. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape from Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty's finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
please call me the ultimate hope.
This was Nagito's final message? The number that Nagito said was the password. There's no mistaking that's the password to enter that ancient ruin.
Hey,
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. What the fuck is happening? Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right, it's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass!
Hey, not the time to fuck around.
Young master Fuyuhiko.
It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The hell? Don't
Shut
treat me
up.
like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order.
What?
Was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. That's funny.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
The password, please. Yeah, I know. 11
It's gonna be fine.
The only thing beyond this furniture. Now let's open it. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now let's move forward. Like, am I a program? Like, what the fuck is going on? Huh?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go?
Hmm? Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world. Stage clear? Question mark? Chapter 5. Smile at hope in the end, in the name of despair. Huh. Now what the fuck is going on? Mon ami. She was annoying, but I miss her already. Heading to the school trip. This is where the fuck I'm gonna end it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be on at 6, but I don't know. I have children to take care of. But so hopefully I'll be available. Okay? Cuz this is the last fucking chapter and I need to figure out what happened. All right? So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Remember, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, follow. I'll be on tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully. Pray for me. And Fondy, don't miss it. Jesus.